The time is now. It's back to the rhymes. It's like, wow, he's back to the rhymes. I'm in the booth, straight dropping dimes. Clark Kent, Daily Planet, the Metropolis Times. I write these raps while I'm under the gun. I see you back to get you some. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Pure, raw, uncut rap. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. Time to rhyme because back to the rhymes. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. Time to unwind because it's back to the rhymes. Kind of messed that up. All right, I'm back. So I'm down here, ready to give updates. Let me slide over. Okay, so let's see. I guess I can do it like this. School album sales. All right, so that of course is this right there. I asked for the sale one time and I got someone who said, are you online? Can I check you out? And she's working Tower Records, so she's a collector. She knows DJ Massa. Her name's Jessica, good woman. She's been around, but that's and Kid Hops and all these KEXP folks. I could never get into their exact music, but I respect them. Of course, they're DJs, so they could do what they needs to be done if they wanted to do hip hop, of course. But the stuff they'd play was more, I guess, trance or some kind of esoteric music. I don't know how much you call it. I don't want to mislabel it, but something like that. And I met DJ Masa once, and he's from Japan, so that's good. It's a good guy. So I know I referred her because knowing where she's coming from and the politics and all that. And just trying to, that's the thing, is kind of, I got this menu and I'm trying to figure out what's best. And so I gave her my card, and that links you to 2 songs, and told her about SoundCloud, because I figure she's a real music person. Maybe she'd want to hear commercial free. But now I think what happened is SoundCloud doesn't tell me how long somebody listens for. It says she listened to the Beta Brett, but it doesn't say for how long. So I don't know. Did she ever hear my music? I don't know. But she did go to my website, so I think she might have heard a couple songs that way. So that was that. That's as far as getting a potential sale went. But I did ask for the sale, so I did my job. My Reformation music video is the highlight of the week, of the month, of possibly the quarter, and for a long time, maybe of all time, just because we wanted a CD release party and we needed a music video. And thank you, Noah. It's done. We knocked it out. We're finished. The music video is done. I can put it on YouTube right now. Well, maybe. I always have a little challenge when it gets to technology, but it's complete. I watched it back a couple times, and I'm like, we're done. We're good. So next. So I contacted Theon to let her know, and she responded by saying March, the second week of March, and I'm off March 8th that week. Maybe that'll be our planning session for a CD release party, which has been in the works since 2013, and this is 2022. Maybe January 1st, 2014, something like that. I mean, we're talking 8 years, 9 years. It's hard to, So that was quite, and so I'm thankful to get it done. That was a long process, and I didn't pay for it. Thankfully, couldn't afford it really out of my music account. So I, paying as I go here, going with the flow. It's a little cold for me down here, so I'm going with this. So that's good news. That's great news, and it's cool. I just watch these music videos. I just watched One Mississippi's my new favorite song, my most favorite song of late, country song. And they're at the fairgrounds, and they're at a bar, and there's a lot of lights. Fairgrounds, it's cool. Um, I mean, what do you do for a music video? And they chose in this case not to use Kane Brown as the subject with with the woman. It's their he's singing, and it's a different couple. Anyway, that was my latest video to observe, and it's like, it's cool, but this one's cooler. Sadly, I'm just gonna say now. I don't have it all to where I'm sure there's a rule in the business that says you have to have no more than X amount of time per what would you call it, scene, or you got to cut the number of cuts. But I think I'm very happy with it. I'm just actually ecstatic with it. I'm thankful for it. I mean, I don't want to skip ahead. Well, we can compare it. Trump's Gonna Thump we just threw it together. This has been a work. This has been good. This is good. Now we'll see if people like it, but I like it. Very happy. They had Guard Swanson talking about hidden gems of Seattle for tourists. And they talk about everyone knows about the Space Needle and the Pike Place Market. Oh, but do you know about Volunteer Park and the Seattle Asian Art Museum? And by the way, they showed the Watchtower, the Water Tower. Sorry, Watchtower, the Water Tower, which is featured in my video. And so that's part of the hidden gems for tourism in Seattle. And of course, Seattle Parks wants me to send this to them when it's all done. So they will get this. I don't know what they'll do with it, but maybe it's for tourism. I don't know if that would happen, but I think it's cool. It really highlights the park. It does very good by that park, that part of the park. It's got a lot more going on there. All right, so I know a lot. I mean, I had the week off, so I worked on a lot of this stuff. So you will be glorified. So made contact with Adam at Canyon Hills. He reviewed the song that Kelly did with the worship team at Faith Bible Church as it was constituted way back in the day, a whole 2+ years ago, which is way back in the day, because things are not the same. Things are totally shuffled. I bet you of all the people singing in that song, I don't think a single, maybe Mike, is still around there, but and his wife Leanne, but it's a lot of different people there. Anyway, I watched it, but I can't really use it. Well, turns out they've got some stuff going. One, they got a record deal with so they're being funded by someone. So what do they need? Me? They don't need. They're writing. They're writing. They're working on their own music. So he said they'd never had someone come from the outside and do anything. So maybe he just needed to have his socks knocked off. Now for me, I'm watching it. I hadn't watched it in a while. That's not the song I made. That's a remix that Kelly did there. I think it's good. It was well received, but it's not the song I made. So I was ready to say, well, if you don't, but I'm not gonna go back and forth. I'm kind of thankful, because if you said that's great, then we're going to go forward with the song that I have my heart set on, So I really don't want that to happen. And I think if someone asks in the future to see that, I think I might refrain from sharing it. And it's kind of in fear. I don't want to say fear, but that they might like it and want to use it. I don't want that. I want my original version, which I was working on with Yumi. I'm very clear on. I could sing it beginning to end. I know it. I've got it down totally. So, and that's good. So I've been going with my daughter to a church in Renton, and that's Highland Community Church. I think I'm saying that right. And so I have I talked to the husband of one of the singers on the worship team, and her name's Leah Greenfield. You could check out Leah Greenfield music. I checked out the song, beautiful. Her and apparently I think his name's Zach Trimble made a song called Joy. And that was beautiful. She could sing. She really can. And so what's kind of interesting, they're just getting ramped up, but, they have a network, a built-in network, but it's not like me. I am just a one, don't want to be a one-man band, but it feels like that. So I got people that help me, but it's not a crew. I'm not, I'm not part of a crew. It's me, So all the stuff, all the content, all the views, and I had Alex to help me. I will say he's the one who got no hoke double plus because of those flyers. But short of his help, it's all been word of mouth, viral from me. Someone might have shared some stuff, and then you can go back to Twitter with the Trump's gonna thump and that whole deal. That was the only real viral experience I've had. But so I kind of like it because they're not so far out. Because it's just like the dude I talked to who helped Lecrae's opening act. His name is something, I don't even remember his name, and I don't remember the other dude's name. But man, did he give me the look? Like, who are you? Who are you? Talking to me here at Starbucks, trying to network and do music and Christian. I mean, I was like, whoa, dude. Praise the Lord, brother in Christ. That's the feeling I had. So not upset about that at all because I could move on past that one. Whereas here, maybe it'd be like, what kind of colleagues, equal footing, hey, if anything, hey, I've been doing the YouTube a little longer. Her channel's older, but she just hadn't been making content. She just made this on. Maybe it's amazing godly timing there. So they're back. She's back engaged in writing and wanting to make songs and sing incredibly. And they got the full deal. They got the whole band to make songs, and they recorded it. I'm sure, I don't know, they did it in the studio. It sounded great from what I could tell. They got the whole thing. So as far as the, getting it out, but then the question I have is, if you look at the amount of views, their church has many more people that are they able to see? It's kind of like, is it in the church? Like we did my song in the church, and that's too much self-promotion. Well, it's not about self-promotion. It's about contributing, making a positive impact. I'm at church today, and their song, I could say, doesn't stand out, but someone might say about this song. I think it's not the best, but I'll put it above 70% of what I hear at church. Easy. There's those rare songs that are just incredible, and then there's just a bunch of just middle of the road, nothing, and then there's the timeless hymns, the ones that have been around many hundreds of years. This is not for me. This is pretty legit. I'm not. So when the guy at King Hill says that, I'm like, well, here's a statement he made. He said, we need to write 100 songs to get one that we could even do at church. I am not I don't have any ego. I haven't worked that hard on this. In my mind, and again, everyone has their own preference. This song could be played at church. That's one for one. I've come up with two others. God's given them to me. I don't take any credit. Because if it's not that interesting to me, I don't pursue it mentally or go forward. But I guess you've got a record deal and you've got a collaboration. You're going to have to come up with some material. Maybe it's that. I don't know. I don't know how you'd even get to 100. 100. And then how good is the one? So on Friday, I'm going to go there to visit and network and hello. And, what's the style? If it's not no big deal because I would pray for them. I want them to make good songs. Why do I need to make good songs? We just need good songs. We need good singing. That's what I need. I need good songs and I need good singing. Simple. Well, what I hear a lot of times are songs that are very middle of the road. And what I hear, and in particular from the male singers, is very not good. That's what I'm saying. Now we have my girl over here. I don't know. Maybe she's been around. I don't know if she's been around the black church. Maybe not. But you just kind of maybe, right? And so the standard is good singing. That's the floor. If you're a gospel singer or something, the floor is you have to sing. You got to be able to sing. It's not, I don't know what these guys, what passes for good singing. on 105.3 or whatever. It's incredible to me. I just don't get it. And it started in the 90s. I'll say it to the day I die, and it hasn't stopped. And I don't know what's up with it. So I'm big into going a different direction from that. That's got to happen. So what I heard there, absolutely great singing. I'd be very happy there. So I would go forward with this song with that. So thank the Lord. But again, it's a female singer, and that's great. But she got a full deep voice too, which I like too, because it's that song you have that opportunity. Like I said, I have more. YouTube channel referred to my friend Carol. Let her, she's helping me. She's a big picture person. She's helping me trying to get my mind right. Help me with my past, figure out what all my life's been like, and how we can reset things a little bit. So, but I wanted to share with her this, so maybe she can know what I'm up to. And that's can be a good thing. I'm very happy. She's such a wonderful person. I'm so thankful for her. She's incredible. I know she is the type of person that wants to make a difference with her time here on this earth in people's lives. And that's what I'm about. God's put that on my heart too. So like-minded for sure. Kindred spirit. Nothing much. I mean, just I think I mentioned I do a couple people view it here and there, but it's cool. I appreciate people checking it out on their own. Rules of engagement, nothing to say. Bellevue Ballers. I kind of leaning towards a song related to that, but just moving all this forward. There's something about all these things, and I think the song will probably will be related to it because I can't understand. I'm just different to most people. It's just that simple. Merch. Finally, I contacted Dawn's group attire and talked to Stephanie. She was wonderful. And I did a little research because she wanted me to send a whatever logo. She wanted me to send a logo. And I started looking back at my old neighbor, Chrissy. Well, I emailed her. I didn't hear back, but I thought she might have a connection to t-shirts as well. But some cool design. Just change the colors up. But I love it. I'm like, oh, so much better than this. Sorry. I mean, God bless her, but we did good with this, but we're gonna do real good. It's all personal preference. And maybe she didn't see all the options. She just got this online. But what my neighbor said was like, whoo. And so very nice there. Dawn's group attire. I'm very happy to be able to talk to. But I still thought I should at least ask Chrissy, see if it's been 2015, time goes so fast. I mean, 2015, I was talking about getting some shirts made. 7 years later, here I am, maybe getting some shirts made with a different design. Wow. It goes so fast, so little, it feels like it gets done, and I've been doing this YouTube for 3 years or whatever, so going well before that. Trump's going to thump. Get some views. Complete songs I made lyrics for on YouTube, so nothing happening with that. I did talk to Alex, and he asked me, when you come out with your second album? When am I coming out with my second album? I'm still trying to promote my first album from 10 years ago. I haven't even had a CD release party yet, dog. But he thinks I need to have a second album, and he wants me to have the most commercial appeal songs, funny, and he says I have all these songs, and I'm just like, I'm okay with that. Just my heart's not in it. My heart is not in it. I could be funny. For Bellevue Ballers, I made a health quiz. It's funny. There's no doubt. I could be a clown, but when it comes to this, I don't want to mess around. I can make those funny songs, but it's just, I could do it, but I'm not into it, I'm not passionate about it. So I could do it, but I'm just not passionate about it. My daughter's with my mom. Let me just deal with this.
Ready?
Hi, I'm doing the YouTube. I got 10 more minutes. I'll come catch you after that.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Love you. All right. So had to do that. My daughter's she's mushed out. She's YouTubed out. Um, but he was saying, because I said, well, because last time it cost me $5,000 to make an album. That's not cheap. And I'm paying as I go. I have the money to buy some shirts, but that's what I have the money for. I don't have more money. He said, it doesn't take money to make another album. It doesn't take money to make another album. Oh, okay. Well, what do I need? Oh, just go on YouTube. Oh, God, here we go again. I'm going to go on YouTube and fix my car too, right? Nope. Not the guy. I just don't do it. I'm not sitting there. I'm trying to plan for a fantasy baseball and I'm booked. Okay. I'm not that available for YouTube research and fixing cars. I do it on the fly. I get help where I can get help. I'm just not sitting around. That's what I'm kind of be talking about in this song. I don't sit around. I'm on full motion. Now I do, I had a week off, but it wasn't a vacation at all. And I still didn't get near done what I wanted to in terms of Bellevue Ballers, the funding mechanism for this. But that's what it is. So, or I could go to Shoreline Community College. Should I take Pro Tools again? And I made 2 out of 10 classes, but I could go record in their studio. Who's going to help hold my hand? Stuff doesn't get done like that for me. I'm not going to be recording. If I am, it's going to take 10 more years to do anything. I got my man Bo, if we're in communication, I got a guy to record. I got Mark, he gave me some instrumental. So that part's more or less done. But how can I move past my first album? I haven't ever promoted it. I just finally got a music video. I don't have 4 videos like yours. Shouldn't you have 4 videos for your album? I finally got 1. So no. Doesn't mean I hear what people say. And he's talking about his label and this and that, but if you want to pay for it, I'll do it. But if it's me, no, I'm one step at a time. I'm not skipping steps. So that's the update. That's a lot of stuff, but and I like it. It's exciting to me. That's a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm working on stuff, and it doesn't take a ton of time, but it takes some time, and it's got me connecting with people. Anyway, so that's that. I don't know current events. I can't talk too much about it. My daughter's looking at schools. I'm just thankful that some people aren't crazy, and I'm thankful that some churches aren't crazy. I mean, all these things have to be kind of not talked about too much. What was I thinking of? Oh, I saw a sign on the door, Red Robin, up in Linwood. Well, why were you in Linwood, Jeff, for Red Robin? Don't they have that in Seattle? Right. I was like, what is this? I guess it's just the fire department for some code violation. But my God, you just like, here comes a crackdown. I thought it said mask violation. I read it wrong. I thought it said that's some kind of mask violation or something. I didn't even, let me look at it because I don't remember. I thought it said that. He told me, oh my gosh, my man, getting this fantasy baseball worked out. Okay. Let me see. What does this say? Notice a violation order correct. Do not fire alarm system. The system marked below. I thought it said something about mask. It said mark. You're just like, because that's where we are. You gotta look over your shoulder. I met somebody, Bellevue Ballers. He's doing AI sales, so that's a good guy to know. He's a good guy too. Good guy. He's very closely connected to my mentor. Extremely closely connected. So those are you got to have them in on the inside, man. We need you on the inside. Keep us posted with what's up. I'll get some rhymes going here. So I finished that last song. I'm getting organized. I'm not happy with my workspace down here. I've been down here a lot. It's kind of like what I do with, I have a lot of garbage around, too much garbage, or my car's too messy. I just do 5 items. So every week I'm going to put 5 items away in my little workspace. Just clean it. 5 things. Just move 5 things. That's good enough. I don't want to take on the whole room. It's too much. That'll make me happy. I feel like I'm doing something that's going in the right direction, but I'm not going to stress myself out. All right. Because I'm thinking about it so much. Like I said, it's like, what? This guy who says the song's not always, I want to hear your song, sir. It better be good. It better be. Now, again, it might be obligation to the label. But seriously? Better be good. I want to hear a good song when I go out there on Friday. Well, I know, because I'm not saying it's the best worship song ever. I'm saying if I go to church, let's say 4 Sundays, that song's in the top 20%. No question, 30% for sure. Easily. Not that it could just be played at church. It's in the top. So that's what I'm saying. So what is that? I don't know. President Trump says most politicians are all talk, no action. How about most people in general? All talk, no action. I'm ready to go, go, go. My biggest challenge is no one else is ready. So I just have to finesse it. So should that be the song? I just have to finesse it, second guess it. All right, because I can do any number of these things, but that's what I want to talk about. I'll call it. I just have to finesse it. This goes back to meeting ladies back in the day. There's a reason my wife and I are married, because my wife she's real direct. Carol says that. Anyone could say that. For better for it's hard sometimes. I picked her. She picked me. It can be a little hard, but she's got she recovers quick, and she's kind of, but stuff is moving, there's not, I have to do this. And I didn't have to do all this stuff to perfectly position things so she would accept whatever idea I had about us maybe connecting. It wasn't like that at all. No, we were, I just have to finesse it. So that's the name of the song, right? I just have to finesse it. Second guess it. The second that I don't, I won't be able to expect it. To move much. To move much as such. I just have to finesse it. That's pretty good. I'll just say times 2. So let's try a hook, and we might be done. I just have to finesse it, second guess it. The second that I don't, I won't be able to expect it to move much as such. I just have to finesse it, second guess it. The second that I don't, I won't be able to expect it to move much as such. I might do it 4 times. I just have to finesse it, second guess it. The second that I don't, I won't be able to expect it to move much as such. I just have to finesse it, second guess it. The second that I don't, I won't be able to expect it to move much as such. So where do I go? Where do I say as such? I contemplate. I wait. Debate. My next move. See you next week. Back to the rhymes.